Papa's here. Papa's here.
What you come back for?
You throwing a big event tonight?
Your money come with blood.
All money come with blood, baby. Listen here. This ain't no house party. Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to sweat till y'all stink?
You want some?
You keep dancing with the devil. One day he's gonna follow you home.
I wanna sing like I hear the crickets do.
Still hurts coming back.
Why you here, smoke? Smoke. Why you here?
Our daddy was an evil man. And he passed that evil down to us.
Alright, y'all. We're gonna go through a few videos, so let's continue.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Ryan Coogler. In anticipation of the release of our newest film, Sinners, I just wanted to walk you guys through a little bit of information on how we made the film, as it might provide some context for what tickets you guys choose to buy once they go on sale. I'm really excited to announce that Sinners was captured on film. It's a format that I fell in love with when I was in film school. So I brought a few film strips along here. This is Super 8 film, which was used for like home videos and has a real beautiful aesthetic. Those little holes on the sides, those are called perforations, or perfs, abbreviated. This is a piece of Super 16 film right here. This is the type of film that's very close to my heart. This is what we shot Fruitvale Station on. And it's crazy because this is the same material, just a little bit wider. And when a capture film gets wider, same as digital photography, what happens is you get a little bit more resolution and you get a shallower depth of field, meaning less of the image is in focus at any particular time. This right here is 35mm film. This was the format for the majority of the industry history. A lot of masterpieces shot on this format. A lot of films that are close to my heart. And it's making a big comeback. Like this past film year, Nora was shot on film. I feel like The Brutalist was shot on film. And you got some filmmakers that always use the format. So Sinners, we shot on the big boy format entirely. This is what we call large format in motion picture photography. This is 65mm. Crazy enough, the same material as this Super 8 right here, but just wider. So obviously, even more resolution, even shallower depth of field. And these perforations have a particular meaning because we shot the film using two different camera systems. One proprietary to Panavision, it's called Ultra Panavision 70, used on films like Ben-Hur and most recently The Hateful Eight. But another format we use is IMAX film cameras. Those cameras spin the film in a horizontal fashion, and they spin it using 15 perfs per frame. I'll show you guys what that looks like. So here we have a shot from the opening of our film Sinners. This is the same shot captured on IMAX film format, which is 15 perforations per frame, spun through horizontally. And this is that same image as it would look if it was captured on Ultra Panavision. 5 perforations per frame, with the film being sent through and exposed vertically. Whenever we shoot a scene, unless it's with the intention of being slow motion, we're shooting at 24 frames per second. So whether it's through a camera or through a projector, each one of these frames are moving through 24 frames per second. So about these frames, all right? Each time it's exposed on one of our formats, the Ultra Panavision 70mm format, okay? It's exposed with these 5 perforations, and it's exposed at an aspect ratio, which is basically the size of the rectangle that you're watching a movie on. It's exposed at 2.76 to 1 aspect ratio. This is one of the widest formats you'll see a film projected on. Very rare to see a film projected in this format. The other format that we shot on was an IMAX film 15 perf format. And once you expose the image on that, you get a ratio of 1:4:3:1. So the film was shot with 2 different aspect ratios. And this is the first time ever that a film has been released combining these 2. So it was a pretty complicated process to shoot. We had a lot of fun. But when it comes down to the release, there's a lot of options for you guys. We'll talk about that, okay? So when you guys go to buy your tickets, depending on where you live, there's gonna be a lot of options available to you, all right? There's one aspect ratio, that Ultra Panavision 276 ratio. That's gonna be the most widely available format to see the film the whole time in that ratio without the aspect ratios changing at all. If you live close to an IMAX theater and you choose to buy an IMAX ticket, you might have a 190 IMAX available to you, which for certain portions of the film, the aspect ratio will expand. And if you're especially lucky, you might live close to an IMAX 1:4:3:1 ratio theater, where you'll get the full impact of every image, how we intended to see it. So let's talk a little bit about how films are shown. So today, 2025, the vast majority of theaters are using DCPs. That's a digital cinema package. It's a digital format of projection to maintain quality control. And it's basically a really, really expensive hard drive that has a file for the image and a file for the sound. We did an incredible sound mix. My composer Ludwig Göransson did a fantastic score on the movie. It plays like a concert. So definitely seek out the best audio format that you can find too. We got them all from 5.1 to 7.1 to Atmos, Dolby Atmos, and all the IMAX's formats as well. And this, the reason I fell in love with theaters is because I came up. My parents was working class in Oakland. And it was the most affordable way for us to go out and have a good time and have an experience. I still believe in that communal experience of going to the movies. This version right here, we worked especially hard on to make sure that it tells a story, to make sure all of the story is there for you guys. If you want to splurge a little bit more, we got these specialty formats available for you, and we worked with Warner Brothers and our team to get a lot of formats out there. There's a bunch of different ways you can watch this movie. I'm gonna highlight a couple of them here. The movie's gonna be available in 4DX. Okay, that's a particular format where the seats move around. You might get splashed with water. Our movie's a horror movie, so you might get splashed with a different type of liquid, maybe red. Not real, of course. But 4DX, it's gonna be really cool for audiences to check out. That'll again be available in that 276 format, the Ultra Panavision 276 format. We got ICE, or immersive cinema experience. This, for select sections of the film, you'll have images on the sides of you in these kind of 5 side panels, okay? Really exciting way, really immersive way to watch a movie. Definitely recommend that. Screen X is another one that we're available on. So Screen X is a format where you have these massive screens on the side of you that for certain portions of the film, the film really opens up and surrounds you. Another awesome format. And then down here, I want to highlight Dolby Cinema. So the same folks that make Dolby Atmos, they also are doing a Dolby Vision screen, which is a HDR format, which is high dynamic range. Awesome format. When you ever think about high dynamic range, just think about whiter whites, brighter whites, and darker, deeper blacks. Our film's Many Things is also a horror movie, so those blacks could be really cool in Dolby Cinema. It was all captured on film. And film is known for having, just incredible dynamic range. And then we come to the specialty for this movie. This film was done in partnership with IMAX, and it's an awesome way to see the film. Definitely one of the intended ways to see the film for us when we're setting up every shot. If you live close to an IMAX digital screen, you'll have 2 aspect ratios available to you. You'll have obviously the 276 Ultra Panavision format for select sections of the film, sections of emotional intensity, musical intensity, or horror intensity. We chose to film those sequences with a bigger aspect ratio, and the film will pop out and expand for those moments. It'll be a really, really immersive way to watch the movie. A select few will also get to experience it 1:4:3:1 digital projection. This is everything. This is the full Megillah of what we shot. Beautiful way to watch the movie. You're getting a whole lot more of the image, but this immersive capacity that this format has, I just can't speak highly enough. Chris Nolan, a filmmaker I look up to, has really mastered that format in terms of the cinematic experience, and we were after trying to give audiences a similar vibe with this one. So definitely recommend that. In the audio that's available to you guys with IMAX Digital, you have 5.0, you have 12.0. Obviously 12 is more speakers, bigger sound, but 5.0 is fantastic as well. So my favorite ways to watch a movie. Now, trying to get emotional talking about this, but this brings us to something very special that we doing, very rare. This is the IMAX Film 15 Perf projection. We were fortunate enough to work with our post-production partners and get some film prints out there to the world, which is just an incredible way to experience the movie. It's the way that I came up experiencing movies combined with this really innovative technology that IMAX has developed. And this is a IMAX Film 15 Perf projection, okay? Now, we talked about those perforations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, 15 perf image being spun through the projector horizontally. Only 10 locations worldwide are gonna have this. We're gonna have it at Lincoln Square 13, New York, City Walk Stadium 19, Los Angeles, Irvine Spectrum, Los Angeles, Metreon 16, San Francisco, close to my hometown, Indiana State Museum, Indianapolis, Arizona Mills in Phoenix, Auto Nation in Fort Lauderdale, Webb Chapel in Dallas, Colossus in Toronto, and BFI in London, where we'll have our UK premiere. Really, really excited about this, man. If you guys can afford it, if y'all care, definitely check it out in this format. Means a lot. Last but not least, the rarest format that you can find the film in. This is gonna be 70mm film, 5 perf projection. So we talked about those perforations. The entire film will be in 2.7:6:1. This is very rarefied air to get a film out in this format. It's an incredible experience to watch a film like this, to have that projector running behind you, to know it's incredible technicians that have specialized hands and knowledge that are making this happen. We worked with Warner Brothers, worked with Photochem to get this out to 5 theaters that are limited in the US. The Vista Theater in Los Angeles, the Alamo Brooklyn in New York, the Village East Cinemas, New York, the Grand Lake Theater in Oakland, which is where I watched some of my first movies, my parents, means the world, and the Britannia Theater in New Orleans, where we shot the film. The film was set in Mississippi, but we shot it in New Orleans, and we actually used this theater to screen some of our dailies. So it means a lot for us to be coming back with the movie. Again, we made centers for the theatrical experience. We wanted you guys to have all these different options, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.
I'll give it up for Ryan Coogler, bro.
I dare you to let me.
Whoa. All right, man. Do we keep going? All right, y'all. Give it up for Ryan Coogler. So, the fact that he took time to break down the different filming formats that he chose to film Sinners in is a testament in itself. Please, man, if you don't do nothing else, just go out and support my guy Ryan Coogler, bro. Support him, man, because he is what's popping right now. Like, I think the fact that he took inspo from Christopher Nolan, who of course dropped one of the dopest films, which is The Dark Knight. Straight up. The visuals for that was crazy. It would always be crazy. Man, just go out and see the film, man. It's like he said, it was made to be an experience. So, man, that's all I'm gonna cover on this one, man. But hey, man, tune in. We are going to keep our ear to the streets on this one. With whatever they got dropping, we gonna check it out, man. I don't want to like redo like some of the early stuff, like some of the first stuff that I saw. I'm not gonna repost that, but definitely as the new trailers and like kind of smaller interviews come out, I'm definitely gonna peep them. So, man, y'all stay tuned. I appreciate y'all. Peace.